Serie A's week 28 can only be summed up as madness. Not only did we have great games, Fiorentina, Roma, Atalanta, Juventus, Bologna, Inter, but the madness between Lecce and Verona. And you're probably thinking to yourself, Galletto, what the hell are you talking about? If you did not see what happened, Lecce head coach D'Aversa head bunted striker, Verona striker, Henry. Insane, guys, but we'll take a look at everything. Of course, the battle for the fourth spot between Bologna, Roma, and Atalanta alive and well. The relegation battle, 7 teams within 3 points. And yes, Udinese and Lazio still has to play tomorrow. So it could be 7 teams within 4 points. Horrible week for Lazio, by the way. Losing to Milan last Friday, getting eliminated from the Champions League, and the back and forth between Luciano Moggi, ex-direttore sportivo della Juventus, and Maurizio Sarri. Not a good look, guys. Not a good look. And so could Udinese find a way to get some points in that game tomorrow? I'm thinking yes. But I'll leave it up to you. But I think Udinese can steal some points in that one. So let's start right away with the Fiorentina-Roma game. That's the game that ended this afternoon 2-2. Probably the worst half of soccer I've seen Roma play under De Rossi. I'll be honest, that first half for Roma was simply horrible. Fiorentina leading 1-0 at halftime. They probably could have scored a second one. They don't. Roma makes adjustments. De Rossi makes adjustments for the second half. They find a way to tie this game 1-1. Then Fiorentina scores the 2-1. They actually get a penalty awarded to them. They could have scored the 3-1, but Svilar makes an incredible save on the penalty. And we always say it, always in soccer, if you miss your opportunities, it comes back to haunt you. And that is exactly what happens at the 95th minute. Llorente, who was probably the worst player on the pitch at that point, finds an incredible goal. Half volley, top corner after una sponda di Indica. Like, out of this world. If he tries it another million times, it will never work out. But today, luck for him, it did. And so Roma bring home an all-important point. Why? Because that means that they're only 3 points behind Bologna, who fall to Inter yesterday. An outstanding performance by Bologna. Bologna played very well yesterday. They put a lot of pressure on Inter. They pinned Inter down for a very long time. We hadn't seen Inter defend so much in the last, I don't know how many games, but Inter find a way to win. And yesterday, Bisek, who isn't a first-choice sub, actually finds the game-winning goal. A beautiful header. He got to play from the first minute, and he was rewarded by Inzaghi, and he rewards Inzaghi with a big 3-point header, and they just find a way. Like I said, Bologna played very well. Thiago Motta's team, if they would have played against anybody else yesterday, would probably have brought the victory home, or at least a point. But this Inter team, guys, is in a league of their own. They are simply fantastic. They're now 16 points ahead of second spot, which is held by Milan. Nothing is stopping them. This Scudetto is theirs. Like I said so many times, it pains me to say it, but you have to be honest. They're a very, very good team. Like I said, Milan now second. Yes, they beat Empoli 1-0. Was it an incredible Milan win? A dominating win? Absolutely not. Milan, we know, have a lot of difficulties against teams that close themselves up. This was Empoli today. They find a way to score a goal at the 40th minute. A beautiful work goal between Bennacer, Okafor, and Pulisic. Pulisic scoring his 10th goal of the season, 8 in Serie A, along with 6 assists. An incredible first season for the Rossoneri for Pulisic. And so they bring an important 3 points. Why? Because Atalanta and Juventus tied 2-2 in the midday game. You could have possibly thought that Juventus was going to do better in this game. Why? Because Atalanta had 2 extra games this week, in the sense that they played midweek against Sporting. Then they had the weekend game, plus they had the other midweek game against Inter, in which they lost. Atalanta's last 4 games, guys: Milan, Inter, Sporting, and Juventus. So tough games. Of course, Juventus not having the midweek games. You could have thought they would have done better today. But no. Atalanta go up at halftime 1-0. Juventus finds a way to score 2 quick goals and come back into this game. But then Koop Meiners scores his second goal, una doppietta for him. And you've got to explain to me why you would leave Koop Meiners all by himself on the free kick for the first goal. You know that he's renowned and known as one of the best long-range shooters, midfielders in Serie A. Why would you leave him all by himself? I don't know. Now, there is a rumor that Juventus wants Koop Meiners for next season for the Centrocampo, and it makes complete sense because all by himself, he dominated Juventus's midfield today. He was simply fantastic. And so it ends 2-2. And after the game, Allegri, once again, declarations that maybe he should have just kept for himself. Made no sense saying that Juventus made a point on Bologna and that the objective was to finish in the top 4. Like, stop it with these declarations. They need to stop. They need to be honest and say, you know what, we could have done better. We should have been better. Like the 2 goals that Atalanta score, defensively, Juventus wasn't great. And so why not just say, you know what, we left too much space for them, even on the free kick. Like we weren't placed correctly. We left Koop Meiners all by himself. Like, come on with a better narrative than just saying we made a point over Bologna. Like, honestly, to me, it made no sense. Besides that, Monza beat Genoa 3-2. Napoli-Torino tied 1-1 on Friday. Cagliari beat Salernitana. So these are the relegation battles, guys. Cagliari beat Salernitana, an important victory for Cagliari, who now has 26 points in 14th spot. Salernitana, dead last with 14 points. We'll get it, guys. Sorry. And so Salernitana dead last with 14 points. Sassuolo beats Frosinone 1-0. Another important victory for the relegation battle. And so now they're 18th and 19th respectively. So Frosinone 24 points, Sassuolo 23 points. And between the 13th spot and Sassuolo, which is 19th, there's only 3 points. Only 3 points. And Verona today, beating Lecce 1-0. Another very important battle for the relegation. Craziness in that game, a lot of tension, and it ends with D'Aversa headbutting Henry. Now, violence should never be condoned, ever. He did come out and apologize. He did say that he was provoked. I gotta be honest, I don't care. I don't care. Certain things you shouldn't see. Headbutting a player makes no sense when you're a coach, or vice versa, let's be honest. And Lecce came out hard. Lecce sent out a statement saying that they were very disappointed in their coach, that it was unacceptable, and that he was under review. I wouldn't be surprised if they fire him. I wouldn't be surprised if they fired him. Anyways, Lecce is not having a very good season. 25 points. They're in 15th spot. Only 2 points away from the 19th spot. And they lose a big game today against Lecce. Who else? Who else did we not talk about? I think we talked about everybody. Of course, like I said, Lazio Udine tomorrow to close out the week. Like I said, I think Udine is going to come out with some points. And so, guys, here's the Classifica just to finish it off. So, the first 8 spots, the first 9 spots, if you want. Inter with 75, Milan with 59, Juve 58, Bologna 51, Roma 48, Atalanta 47, Napoli 44, Fiorentina 43, Lazio with 40. But if they win tomorrow, they tie Fiorentina at 43. And so, incredible. And if you want, from the 13th to the 20th spot, we have Verona with 26, Cagliari with 26, Lecce with 25, Empoli with 25, Udinese and Frosinone with 24 points. But Udinese can go up all the way to 27, Sassuolo with 23, and of course Salernitana rounding things up with 14 points. Incredible Serie A weekend. Incredible games, and the last 10 games are going to be wonderful to follow. Please, please, if you're a soccer fan, watch Serie A. Serie A, although people say like talent-wise and everything, it's not the other leagues, maybe, but every year the finish is always good in Serie A. So keep an eye on it, look at the games, a lot of interesting games coming up. And of course, there's going to be the Milan-Juve game coming up soon. which will probably determine who finishes second and who finishes third. So let me know what you think right in the comments. Talk to me about any team that you want, or your favorite team. How did they do this weekend? Write in the comments, guys. Like and subscribe.